Every 28 days, the full moon makes its grand entrance in the night sky, revealing the entirety of its celestial beauty. As it showers the universe with its glowing, ethereal light, you can literally feel its power surging through your spirit. And if you're one of the zodiac signs most affected by the full moon, there's a strong chance the experience will leave you changed in some way. A full moon always takes place while the moon, ruler of your internal self, is forming an opposition with the sun, ruler of your external self, creating inner turmoil and forcing you to take action. It's not unusual for deep-seated emotions to rise to the surface like a volcanic explosion, nor it is uncommon for major epiphanies to take place during this time. Because the full moon is also the most climactic phase of the lunar cycle, it's often a time that evokes major changes and revelatory moments. Like it or not, a full moon will always set you free. On June 3rd, a full moon in Sagittarius will reach its peak at 11:42 p.m. ET. Sagittarius, the mutable fire sign ruled by larger-than-life and adventure-seeking Jupiter, is famous for being a zodiac sign of philosophical pursuits, intellectual growth and spiritual expansion. Opposing the sun in social and community-oriented Gemini, this full moon will invite you to take a step back and consider the big picture. While Gemini represents the neighborhood, Sagittarius represents the world, and when this full moon takes place, it will bring a big idea into fruition and show you a new perspective. Although this full moon will be an incredibly motivating experience, it will also reveal some of the limitations that continue to hold you back from truly going the distance. This full moon will form a trine with Mars in passionate and prideful Leo, encouraging you to give your goals a big push. However, as this full moon squares off with inhibiting Saturn in idealistic Pisces, you may find that you've been wearing rose-colored glasses when viewing certain aspects of your life. It's time to start being more realistic about what you're capable of accomplishing and why. Chances are, you've been selling yourself short and denying your talents. This full moon wants you to forget that noise and find the courage to try something new. If your sun sign, moon sign or rising sign falls under any of the following, the upcoming full moon will bring you to the end of a journey, leaving you with revelations and rewards. Here's why these zodiac signs will feel particularly rocked by it. 4 zodiac signs will feel the full moon most. Gemini. Your solar return is underway, which is reminding you to be confident in yourself and to believe in your ability to become a better person. However, the full moon in Sagittarius is bringing your attention to your one-on-one relationships taking place in your 7th house of allies, enemies, spouses, besties and business partners. This lunar event is forcing you to recognize what is and isn't working when it comes to your relationship dynamics. If the foundation of a relationship is weak and unreliable, this full moon might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. However, if you and your partner are willing to take responsibility and meet in the middle, this full moon will make you realize just how strong your relationship truly is, Gemini. And remember, every relationship comes with disagreements every now and then, especially if they truly care for each other. Read your full monthly horoscope here. Virgo. You've been working so hard to gain more clout in your career and to propel yourself even further towards success. However, winning the game isn't the most important thing in your life, especially if you're avoiding problems in your personal life under the guise of being a workaholic. Bringing your focus to your 4th house of family and lineage, the full moon in Sagittarius wants you to understand that you had no control over where you come from or who you're related to. And although you might feel bogged down by pressure at home, you have the power to build your own idea of home, no matter where that may be. If you aren't happy with your address or you and your parents aren't getting along, this full moon will inspire you to start doing something about it, one way or the other. After all, Virgos thrives in the home, which means you're already well equipped to heal your domestic space and nurture your family dynamic. Read your full monthly horoscope here. Sagittarius. This gorgeous and glorious full moon is all about you, Sag. You're the star of the show and everyone's tuning in to hear about what you have to say and what you've been up to these days. Because this full moon shines a light on your 1st house of the self, it will encourage you to stare deep into your own reflection and take a close look at the person you're becoming. Just because you've made mistakes in the past doesn't mean you're the same person you were before. Allow this full moon to show you all the ways in which you've grown, and all the ways in which you've been growing. Prepare for a climactic moment in your life to unfold, because a full moon is always a moment of change and completion. You may be releasing pent-up emotions you didn't realize you had been holding in. Don't punish yourself for feeling emotional, Sagittarius. You're just clearing away space for something much better. Read your full monthly horoscope here. Pisces. What do you want to accomplish, Pisces? What do you want to be known for? The full moon in Sagittarius is bringing power to your 10th house of career and reputation, shining a light on your social standing. You may be rethinking your professional goals and realizing that something isn't working. Turning the ship around when it's veered off course is never easy, but it's better than continuing in the wrong direction. You have so much potential to do something incredible with your career, especially if you start now. However, that doesn't mean quitting just when the going gets tough either. The road ahead is riddled with obstacles, challenges and downright disappointments, but if you're not willing to weather the storm, how else will you be able to prove how much you deserve it? Read your full monthly horoscope here.